Am I on? Am I on? Let's do some weirdness to start when people are just waiting for people to come on. If you even come.
Am I on? Am I on?
Oh my God, my voice again. There it is.
Weirdness to start.
Stop with the voice, you yakety yak yak. Okay, guys. Hey, everybody. This is Shady Entertaining for another live stream. This is an impromptu live stream. Hey, bud, how you doing? I'm on. How's it going? Everything Star Wars, guys. I'm going to say everybody check out your channel, but there's not many people on yet, so I'll do that when we're at the end. You got to remind me to do that because you'll know something about. I get all into this stuff I'm talking about. Then at the end, I always forget to give people shout outs, and I even forget to tell people to subscribe to my own damn stuff. Let's get my headset. You want to come on? Sure. Can you? I'll send you my. You have my what's it called? I'll invite you. How do I invite people into this thing? I never know how to do things, and then I want to do things. Hey, DMFO, how you doing? Yeah, this is something that's interesting. Hey, you hear? Did you watch Geeks and Gamers video? I guess everybody must have and got all upset. Thank you. Impressions you like. Glad I am. Let's see if I can get people on. I don't know how to invite people. You guys know how to? You guys know how to like? If I give you my email address, will you guys? You guys can come. Let's see. Oh, Mac. I think that might be right. I don't know. Yeah, guys. So I'm trying to see if people want to come on, but I never know how to invite people onto these once I'm done. Once I've started. So if you guys can help me out with that, that's good. I even gave you the wrong address. It's actually on. I gave you guys the wrong one. O MacDonald at 94 at gmail.com. If people want to join me, I don't know. Yeah, Google Hangouts, but I'm on Google Hangouts now, and I got to go and invite, right? Like the stream, save the dream. So guys, like the what I'm here to talk about is the Captain Marvel rhetoric that we've heard. They said online. It's been kind of going around, right? And how it will impact, Captain Marvel. Sorry, the Avengers Endgame going forward, and it is kind of disturbing. I will say that. I mean, it is very disturbing. It's sort of like. First, I'm going to say what she said, because she said this is what supposedly she said. This was in text only, so I didn't hear this. So there's a scene where she says, I guess the whole thing is they say, how are we going to defeat him this time? And she says, well, this time you have me, which to me, that statement isn't horrible unto itself. It's not that word. It's not a horrible statement. I could kind of see Tony Stark saying something like that. So I'm not horribly upset about that one. But the other one that she says, where she's, she hasn't faced me before or something like her whole bravado. I don't know. Now everyone's taking this to think the worst possible case scenario that she's, and with good reason, because we've seen worst possible case scenarios like this play out where, yeah, she is be all powerful and does everything and becomes the Mary Sue and the savior of the series, which nobody wants. I mean, this is collaborative effort. We've watched years and years of Marvel movies to get to this point, and now we have this girl, Captain Marvel. She comes in and she's already an unliked character, and now she's acting more unlikable. And that's the thing. These characters act so unlikable. Okay, before I get into all that, let's break this down. So she says she's the most. I mean, I'm paraphrasing because I don't have it up with me, but She pretty much says that she could defeat Thanos, like arrogantly. And now that's okay if she gets a beatdown from Thanos, right? I mean, if she says, "I could beat Thanos," right? And then she just flies up to Thanos' island and just challenges him, and he kind of lays the same kind of Hulk beatdown on her. Now that would be something, right? I think everyone would be like, not necessarily applauding it, but a little bit of applause. You'd be like, "Yay!" But at the same time, I think that her character kind of needs that, right? Everybody needs to eat a little bit of humble pie, a little bit, you know. She just flies there and I got this, and then next thing you know, she just tossed like Hulk did to what's his name? What's his name? Loki. Remember in Avengers 1, he just puny god and just tosses him around. That'd be she kind of, I think that would boost her, right? That would boost her character. We'd be like, everybody needs to eat some humble pie here and there. And I think she'd come down with a couple of scrapes and bruises and be like, I tried. I guess I need you guys after all. and everyone's like, well, you gave it your good shot. Can we do this together now? Can we all settle down? And then they fly up to face them together. Now that would be pretty cool. I'm not sure that's what's going to happen. I hope that would be awesome. She doesn't have to be tossed like the Hulk. I mean, like the Hulk did to Loki, although I'm not saying she couldn't. That kind of would be an interesting take on it. But I don't think Disney's going that route. But a nice show of who's stronger, I think, at that point. Because if she could beat Thanos right away, then you might as well just end the Avengers and just say, guys, see you later. I'm going to retire and just have it the Captain Marvel show, and that's it. But really, the more insulting, not even insulting, because it's almost laughable, right? It's all laughable. Can she dream herself? Hold on. Can she redeem herself? She can redeem herself, sure, but the rhetoric has to stop. See, here's the thing. Characters and character development has to be done. You've never seen a hero ever, a real hero, a true hero, doesn't have to tell you he's a hero or she's a hero. A real hero doesn't walk around, but by the way, I'm a hero and I'm proud and strong. A hero doesn't do this. Superman doesn't fly around going, hey, guess what, buddy? Huh? I could bench press you under a table, buddy. He doesn't walk around bragging about how strong he is all the time. A true hero, demonstrates how powerful he is through his actions, not through his words. And in fact, if you actually think about it, look, it's like, the Lego Batman movies, how he's like, I'm Batman, and you know why I do this? Or how it should have ended. He has that Batman character. He's always like kind of being a douche, but it's done to be kind of make fun and poke fun at Batman as a satire. Well, she's acting like Batman's satire. She's walking around talking about how I'm a warrior, I'm a hero warrior, but her actions don't actually speak for that. I doubt it. Maybe Endgame is about her. DM Foe says, I doubt it. Maybe Endgame is about her demeaning all the heroes after beating Thanos less than a minute. That would be the most horrible movie ever in the history of the world. She just 5 minutes into the movie beats Thanos, reverses time, brings everybody back, and then claims to be Empress of the world. She just sits down on her throne and says, I am Captain Marvel. And Marvel is now feminine. And then she becomes the evil queen of the universe. That might actually be something, at least, if she then becomes the evil guy. I'd see that. Yeah, there you go. We wrote the movie. She beats Thanos in 5 minutes and sits down on the throne and says, now I'm the queen. She does that. That evil, sinister. And then everybody, now the Avengers have to go and attack her all together. Hey, then she proved she was actually powerful if they all had to do that. I need some spider juice. Yeah, might be a movie worth watching. Although I don't think we needed all the. I don't think it would fit with what we've already seen, but that could be something in the future we look forward to. And it actually would make for a really interesting villain, wouldn't it, guys? I mean, think about it. We already hate the character, and she's a good guy. If they twisted it and turned her into the next villain, that would be pretty awesome. She snacks all cockpits out of existence. Yeah, just all men just gone like that. just, I from henceforth make mansplaining punishable by death. And they're all the men are just just she just mansplainer's gone like that, right? But yeah, no. Aside from that, I don't think that that's what we're gonna see. I'm hoping she gets a little bit of humble pie. I could kind of see that happening, and I think that would make for a much more interesting character for her. And she kind of, I think, if she gets humbled a little bit, and then she comes back with a few bruises, and she's like, "I tried. Rio, turns out I'm not as powerful as I thought it was. But I still need you guys, and let's go do this together." I could see that being semi-interesting and worth watching to a degree. But I don't know. I don't know about all that. I do have my reservations about this. See, character development, Batman walking around going, "I'm Batman, and I'm great because I'm Batman." And then Captain Marvel walking around like, I'm Captain Marvel, and I'm great because I'm Captain Marvel, and I'm a woman. Woohoo! Right? That makes for a lame character and a very unlikable character. Nobody likes to see somebody, even if you are the most powerful person on the earth, no one wants to see you brag about it all the time, unless you have an actual rival. See, it's funny because you see the Hulk doing it, but the Hulk then has the counterbalance, which is Thor, and then Thor and him have this beatdown. So they kind of have this sort of rival that you can never know who's stronger, one or the other. So even though one is saying he's stronger, the other one is there to remind him that he's not. Don't forget to like the stream. Yeah, guys. I want you guys like, don't like. I'm here. I just want you guys watching. That's all. Like, don't like. Just watch, and I just want us to grow as a community. That's just sort of a thing. I appreciate it though. Everything Star Wars I do. And go check out his channel and subscribe to Everything Star Wars. He's great, and once I get this, I got to learn how to do this better. I still got to learn how to include people into my world. I don't know how, and I feel like if I don't want to screw this up, if I press the wrong button, because if someone knows how to invite people, then let me know. Yeah. Hulk. I see Hulk is going to be redeemed. I do think he's going to be redeemed in the next movie. I think he's going to get past his Hulk depression, and he's going to. I think he's going to soften up Thanos a little bit. I think he's the one who's going to soften up Thanos. And I could see Captain Marvel doing the peripheral stuff. If Thanos still has an army, maybe he destroys. Which I don't see how anyone would want to follow Thanos. But if he does have an army, I could see them, her like spinning around, doing her Super Saiyan thing and shooting the beams out of her face, destroying ships. I just hope what's his face doesn't screw it up again. Am I the only one that really hated? Not hated him, but I really didn't like what he did. Like, it just really ruined him for me a little bit. And I'm thinking about, what's his name? The Guardians of the Galaxy guy, Star-Lord. Like, what he did at the end of that movie, didn't that really bother you? Didn't you love that character, and then he did that shit, and you're just like, why? Now I don't like you anymore. Not as much as I did. Like, I still kind of like you, but that was such a douche move. That, Spider-Man almost had that. Yeah, Star-Lord. Spider-Man almost had the glove off, you douche. Why did you do that? You couldn't hold off for 5 minutes. You couldn't just sit down and shut up for 2 seconds longer. You had to, you know what I mean? It was just, you could have just brought her back afterwards with the glove, you idiot. Why did you have, I don't know. It just seemed sort of ruined Star-Lord's character for me at the end of that. I was like, oh, I don't know. You're just a douche now. I get it. You're in pain, but come on, man. That's selfish. Selfish. But yeah, I don't know. So what do you guys think? You guys, I hope you guys hope for the best, because I know a lot of people are already starting down the path of probably going to say, like, we should boycott this. He could have saved his girl if he didn't do that. What a dweeb. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, everything Star Wars. That's the thing that got me about Star-Lord's character. It was like, why? You could have. You didn't have to. If you held just for 5 minutes. I mean, there was a lot of plot holes in that movie, and now a lot of people's like, "Oh, there was too many." But in a movie with so many characters and so much stuff happening, I forgave the plot holes and I forgave a lot of that stuff. Star-Lord mistake for Endgame to exist. Exactly. If Star-Lord just kept quiet for 5 minutes, Spider-Man would have had that glove, and then things would have changed. And you know the funny part is, didn't Doctor Strange do that crazy head bobbing thing to see the future? Couldn't you have seen what Star-Lord was going to do and just sort of like put a muzzle on Star-Lord? I'm just trying. I know there's another plot hole there. Not trying to poke holes in a great movie, but there's another one if you really think about it. He knew that he knew all the possibilities because he checked. And so if he just said for 5 seconds and just like snapped, Star-Lord into another universe for 5 minutes, he could have saved the world. Dead. Just saying. Thanos to Captain America, faith in your hands is yours. Luke to Thanos, overconfidence is your weakness. Yeah, exactly. Overconfidence is usually the weakness of people who tend to be strong, and hopefully that's the case for Captain Marvel. See, when Captain Marvel came out, I'm going to be honest. When Captain Marvel came out, when I heard the news that Captain Marvel, and I didn't really know much about her in the comics, I'll be honest with you. And I read a lot of comics when I was a kid. I just never read her comics. I was just like, yeah, cool. Why not? That's awesome. We got a new powerful character coming in, and I was all for it. The way Disney handled her character and Brie Larson, that's what made us dislike her. I think everyone wanted to like her, and I think that's what people seem to like. Not, I think purposefully omit because they want to hold on to this narrative, right? But it's like they want us to. It's almost they want to keep this. They knew it may not make money, so I think they threw this whole controversy on purpose to keep us there, interested in the movie or whatever. I don't know. But which I think is bullshit, because what you're doing is you're actually screwing up the character, and you're screwing up. And I think in the long term, you're actually hurting her more than you're helping. Endgame will everything Star Wars says. Endgame will have Return of the Jedi feel, with that to me villains overconfident, and that makes them lose in the end. Well, since Thanos is, I think, the only guy that's fighting the same way in this one. We already know Thanos, and we already know he's overconfident. I don't know. I don't think overconfidence is going to beat him. I think the fact that they have a mulligan is what's going to beat him. The fact that I think they're going to have a second chance at him. The second chance is what I think. Like I still believe what Captain Marvel's going to do is she's going to fly to his planet, steal his glove, and then turn back time. That's what I think is going to happen, and then get the Avengers on board. I think it's probably going to be a planned attack. They're probably going to have to distract him. That's why they're wearing those suits. They'll probably be flying up to his planet, probably fight him all together while Captain Marvel, steals the glove, and then reverses time, and then they have to fight him again, because it's not enough to just kill him. They have to reverse the time. So I think they're going to reverse the time. And then Captain Marvel probably will go back in time to warn the old Avengers about what's coming. And then the old Avengers are going to be, the Avengers, like the Avengers that were there before in the new timeline, will be like, what? Thanos is coming. And then, we have to work together to beat him. He's really powerful, and we need to do it together. So I think in that sense, she's the one who goes back to save them. But I don't think she's going to do the finishing blow. If you were Thanos, wouldn't you want to eliminate them all so they would have a second chance? Well, no, because Thanos is in this movie, Thanos' endgame was never to kill off the universe. He just wants half the population dead, because the universe is too overpopulated. You get it? Because the planet is overpopulated. See what they did there? So they're using that whole overpopulation thing, kill half the planet so we can keep the resources plot. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to hold, and he was never meant to be. He was a conflicted bad guy, right? He's not an evil for the sake of evil bad guy. He's not that sort of bad guy. he's the I am conflicted because I have a greater good in mind villain. So I don't know. I think that there, from what the first movie sort of indicated, why I thought what I really liked about Thanos' character was he was conflicted even with his actions, even though he was like he didn't kill unnecessarily. Like he never killed anyone unnecessarily. He was above petty revenge, that kind of stuff. He just felt like I know you guys got to do what you got to do, but I got to do what I got to do, and I hold no grudge for you guys trying because I would try if I was you. So, but in the end, you're going to fail because I'm just stronger. Na boo boo. But I think that's more of what Thanos' mentality is. But we'll just get rid of any threats against him. Why take a chance? Sure. Again, there's a lot of plot holes. If he really wants to, he might as well have just gotten rid of all the Avengers. But maybe he's going through some remorse. Maybe he's got that, that's what serial killers go through. They really want to get caught. Their psychology is that they throw out like this, what do you call it? The Zodiac killer throws out secret messages because he really wants you to catch him because he wants someone to stop him. And maybe he's going through that sort of serial killer remorse where he wants the Avengers to catch him because, he can't stop himself. I don't know. To go in through the mind of a murderer, we have to get into psychology here. More spider juice. But yeah, Guy Harrison said so you could end up leading the Avengers. Yeah, she could. Well, I think that's sort of implied, though, right? I think we're sort of. I think be prepared for Captain America's death. He will die. I'm telling you honestly, Captain America will die. Tony Stark will retire. And I think you will find out later that Captain America didn't actually die. He was just a Skrull in disguise. But I think, but just be prepared that Captain America will probably end up being dead at the end of this, and she will take over. And after Tony Stark retires, I think she will then take over as the leader of the Avengers. And that's it. I think you're going to see a lot of retiring characters. Thor will probably retire. Hulk might stay. But I think Thor retires. I think, and then you might have the new Avengers, which, if you guys remember, I don't know who there was a new Avengers comic book series, if you guys remember that, which was Wolverine. Wolverine was in the new Avengers. Who else was in the new Avengers? Spider-Man was in the new Avengers. No Death. No, I do. I think he dies. I do. I really, I know we're going to say, no. I think Captain America is going to die. I'm pretty sure on that. But because I think he does in the comics. But I hope Thor doesn't retire. Well, see, here's the problem with me thinking Thor retires. I think he may retire, but he's just such a popular character that I don't know if they can afford to lose him. I know Tony Stark will most likely retire and probably give the mantle of Iron Man to someone else. Probably a woman, because that's what they did in the comics, right? So we'll probably see that, and you're going to see the new Avengers will be Ant-Man, led by what's her name, led by her, Captain Marvel. You'll probably see Spider-Man, Wolverine might be there. I know he's an X-Men, but you'll notice. I feel like they're kind of excluding. If you notice, even in the trailers of X-Men, there's no Wolverine. So maybe they're going to push Wolverine to be in the Avengers, which he was in the new Avengers comic. So yeah, Wasp is another one for sure. You're like I said, you're going to see 50-50. I think you're going to see half 50% girls, 50% guys, because that's the whole, that's what they're trying to achieve, right? 50-50, even Steven. Kind of deal. And yeah, so I think that's what you're going to see in the Avengers. Yeah, so I think that's what we're going to expect afterwards. Is it going to be popular? No, I don't. I think you're going to see a real decline because those characters just can't do it. I mean, they can't hold their own without Tony Stark. They gave Robert Downey Jr. $50 million a movie for a reason. He drove those movies. He was the he was the pioneer of this whole universe, and he made us like them. And so, if he retires and goes, something is lost, and not just him, but with Thor gone too. The remaining characters aren't going to be enough to keep it up, and I think the decline is going to happen in the MCU, and then it's gonna die. And Mickey Mouse won't agree with me, but Mickey Mouse is gonna have to take it on the chin. Because and the only thing that'll save them is bringing in the X-Men. That's the only thing that will save them, because with the X-Men's inclusion, that's at least interesting. We'll be like, oh no, like Wolverine's going to be an Avenger, and I could see that being something that brings people in, whoever they make Wolverine. But you guys like me, right? You want to see Wolverine with costume? You want to see him look like this guy? Huh? No more tank top Wolverines. Hey guys, I'm sick and tired of tank top Wolverine. I want to see full, awesome, yellow, blue suited, striped Wolverine. That's what I want to see, guys. Tired of it. See him in his tank top and his hair combed. His hair's got to be crazy. Sick of that. And that's at least with Disney. They try to make the characters look like the characters, so I give them props on that, except for some reason Hawkeye. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, classic Wolverine is never been done yet. We still haven't seen him on screen, not once. And how many movies? Think about that. Isn't that just think about that? Not one time have we yet seen this Wolverine, the classic Wolverine character, on screen in his outfit. Not once. In how many years? When did the first X-Men movie come out? I don't even remember. And not once have we. That disturbs me. That's a lot of yellow. Well, he has another outfit, right? The brown and beige outfit he has. But I mean, you don't have to go with this exact color scheme, but this mask definitely has to be there, right? This mask, I mean, they can go with a little less yellow and maybe not his underwear on the outside, because I still have an issue with why do they always wear the underwears on the outside of their pants? I always wondered why in the old days they think that this led superhero means you have to wear your underwear on the outside of the pants. There was this old 1930s, 1920s craze of men that somehow more masculine to wear underwear on the outside. I never understood that one, and they just kept it. It's a superhero thing. They're just different that way. They wear their undergarments on the outside. And their poo stains are on their actual yellow. Can you imagine this thing's all filled with the laundry hampers got that brown landing strip is on the yellow. I know this is taking a wrong turn here, guys. I gotta reel this back in. But yeah, I think I do have trust though in those directors, and I do believe that they're not gonna do us like that. They won't do us wrong. I don't think they will. I think the sign that says that that they'll probably give her story arc that she should have got for her movie, is I think that she will probably get her story arc in Endgame, and she needed one in her own movie. She never got one. I think Endgame will give her one, because they're good writers and they're good movie makers. The what are they called? The brothers. Man, my brain is not working with names today. But they'll definitely give her a good backstory. At least I'm hoping for it. So I have trust in them, and I hope that they do it right. That it could just, like I said, they could just be like framing her to be sort of douchebaggy so that they could humble her up. And I think that's the best move for her character at this point. So that's what I'm hoping for, guys. That's hope that beyond hope that's what we see going forward in this series. But I will tell you, this did kind of frighten me a little bit. Not frighten me. I wasn't sitting like, oh my God, I'm scared. No, I'm talking about it did raise my eyebrow just a little, to the point where I say to myself, well, this this has the possible makings for a disaster, and so I will guard myself accordingly. And instead of rushing to buy the tickets right away, Russo brothers, thank you, DMFO, the Russo brothers. Instead of rushing out to buy the tickets right away, I shall wait to see what the real critics say. Not Rotten Tomatoes, as Rotten Tomatoes is as rotten as it gets. Rotten Killer Tomatoes is what they should call it. It should be a movie called The Rotten Killer Tomatoes. Because that site's just dead. Forget it. Don't even bring them up anymore. We should stop even talking about them. They're so obviously fake that we should just ignore them altogether. Let them fade away like a fart into the night. Just one of those farts that you blow outside in the wilderness that nobody smells. If no one's there to smell it, and it just flies away and evaporates into the wind. I think that's what Rotten Tomatoes needs to happen. We just let it fart away into the wind. And yeah, just watch with the people that we trust. Like, I don't know, whatever you guys trust, that's who you guys watch. And then make your judgment on that, because I think that to judge something based on a snippet of what we hear it's just wrong. You can't just say, well, you just heard this little thing. We don't hear the context of what she said or how she's saying it, and then we just get all angry and in an uproar over something we don't even understand the context to, right? And then it becomes we become as bad as them, right? With the MAGA hats. Remember that whole thing with the MAGA hats where they wanted to beat that kid in the face even though he didn't do anything wrong. He just stood there, and they were doing it because they took a little snippet out of context and then started ranting and raving like crazy people. Let's dox that kid. Look at that evil face he has. Meanwhile, he didn't do anything wrong. Maybe we should just take that for what it is. It's a little snippet of something. It's possible it could be as bad as it sounds, but let's at least give it a listen. Let's see the full dialogue. Let's see how the context of what goes on and what happens afterwards. So I say that's don't get all in an uproar. Things could be better than you think. The sun will come out tomorrow. All right, guys. So this was supposed to be a real quick one. Thank you guys for participating. I just wanted to get that out and say my piece of mind on it. And again, because yesterday I was talking a lot about character development, and right away you're seeing things that are leaked that really again show that she may be still a poor character, and we're hoping that and ruin the movie. But let's hope beyond hope that she doesn't do all that stuff and that things actually turn out better than we expect. That's what I'm hoping for. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and go check out everything Star Wars' channel. Don't forget to subscribe to I never say this. I always, even in my own videos, you notice that at the end I always forget to say subscribe to Shaney Entertaining. I do it more often lately, but it's just been I always do. I get all carried away and then I forget to say things. So they always say, you have to say people to subscribe, because if they don't, you don't tell them, they'll never think about it. Which I never understood, that people want to subscribe, they'll just subscribe. You don't have to tell them. There's no you must subscribe to Shaney Entertaining. Ooh. If that worked, imagine that worked, and I just do this little thing, just pretend that I'm hypnotizing, and everyone just says, must subscribe. Thanks, man. I'm getting better. I think I'm just getting crazier, man. I just think, my wife, she keeps telling me that I'm better unscripted, and that I should do more live streams, because the more comfortable I get, the more my actual crazy personality tends to come out. And when I'm scripted, I tend to be reserved, and when I'm unscripted, I'm out there. Better believe it. Hope you talk about episode 9. No, I will talk about episode 9. I will, but there's got to be something to talk about, right? Right now, because there's just so much hearsay, this and that, I never know what to think about it, because maybe I'll do a whole thing on episode 9. And I really want to get everything Star Wars. If you're still there, we should get together. Let's discuss episode 9. Let's discuss Star Wars going forward. I don't mind doing that. I should do more of that stuff. And and Star Trek. I don't talk enough about Star Trek too. That's but those kind of things, like I'm so mad at Star Trek. That's why I don't talk about it, because people don't understand just how angry. Like, I am a Trekkie at heart. I love Star Wars and I love Star Trek, but Star Trek is like just when I was a kid, like Star Trek just was everything for me, because Star Trek was just like so impactful. I loved Star Trek, and to see what they did to Star Trek, I'm so pissed that I don't even talk about it, because it's like like la 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 la. I didn't hear it. It's not there. I didn't hear it. It's not there. It's like everyone's saying angry, like Doomcock. Yeah, STD says it all. Like Doomcock gets so angry, and other mecha random or whatever. Everybody gets so angry all the time at it, and I'm like, I'm angry too, but I can't. That's why I can't sit through one. I can't watch it. It's disgraceful. It's like Gene Roddenberry. It's like an insult to Gene Roddenberry, and I can't sit there and even discuss it. I don't even want to talk about it. Like, to even call it Star Trek Discovery, even just to put Star Trek in the title is disgraceful. I can't even do that. It's not Star Trek. It's not. If it was its own thing and it called it its own stupid, sci-fi thing, I'd be okay with it. But to call it Star Trek is a disgrace to Gene Roddenberry, and that's why I can't even acknowledge its existence. And people like, well, I'm going to talk about it, but I don't even want to acknowledge its existence. It's so bad. I can't acknowledge it as a legitimate attempt at Star Trek, and that's why I think I don't want to talk about Star Wars as much anymore. For the same reason, is The Last Jedi was so bad in my mind, I kind of twisted it into the point where it's just fan fiction. I just feel like that's not real Star Trek. That's just fan fiction. It's just Ryan Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy's fan fiction that they threw out there, and whatever. It's not real. That's sort of what my brain had to play gymnastics with it, so it could just ignore it, because I'm just like, it's not real. And so because I did that in my mind, because I was gonna lose my shit every day talking about it, and my marriage was gonna fail because all I was gonna do is talk about it all the time. And then so I had to like switch it off somehow. And I think the way I did it was convincing my mind that it was not a real show. It's not a real movie. It's just some fan fiction made by a guy named Rune Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy, and it's not real. So whatever. And so now anybody talks about episode 9, my mind goes into episode 9. So we're still talking about this fan fiction. Like, yeah, that's sort of what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I did that mental gymnastic thing to accept it in my heart. But so then I have to legitimize it again if I have to talk about it, and that's going to be a mental gymnastic the opposite direction. Then I'm going to get all worked up again, because like I can't. It's just the way they did Luke. I just can't accept that. That to me is so bad, man. It's just so bad what they did to Luke, and I can't just to think going forward that like any possible scenario that they're going to fix, and all the stuff that I hear, oh, he'll come back as the Force Ghost. It just, no, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see him as a Force Ghost. I don't care. I want him to be Luke Skywalker again. I don't want him to be a Force Ghost. I don't even want him to talk to that girl anymore, Rey. I don't want him to talk to her anymore. I just can't deal with them. I just can't deal with that. Like, everything that I hear that people say, oh, it could be okay. Like, how could it be okay? They ruined the main characters. Like, I've heard even stuff about Solo coming back. I mean, how is Solo coming back? What are they going to do for that? Is there going to be time travel now? Are they going to have, and if Solo comes back, it won't be Harrison Ford. So what, are they going to do some time travel thing where they're going to bring back the Solo movie version of Solo to the franchise? I don't even know. So it's just the characters. There is no major villain going in. We had 2 major villains in Star Wars, the original series, Darth Vader and the Emperor. We have not one major villain going into this. We don't have one. And so look at how, okay, just an example, Endgame, in the Endgame, we were like, Thanos was just so built up, so powerful, so strong. And then in the second last movie, Thanos proved how strong he was, and like just crippled the Avengers. and it was like, wow, this was incredible because now he's a severe threat, and he did something that really proved how powerful he was. And now going into Endgame, we're all like, I want to see how this is going to pan out. Because this guy is this ain't no this guy's powerful and evil, and we want our revenge, right? As moviegoers, what is there to look forward to with Kylo Ren, or even what's his face, Blondie over there? What the hell his name is? I don't even care. What is there to look forward to? They're not even. What we're gonna have a whole. Are they gonna do 3 movies in one movie where they give him you make him look powerful? Are we supposed to forget the time where he punching himself and losing to Rey in the first movie, and then losing to Luke and Rey in the second movie? Is there any? No, we can't. There's nowhere to go from there. We'll resurrect Snoke. That's what we'll do. It's like all these things are patches. It seems like we're just gonna patch this, like a little band-aid here, put a little spackle, some white out, a little bit of white out. Like all these little masquerade things so that people don't see the real shame behind the scenes. And then in the end of the game, the end of the movie, we're still stuck with the fact of the matter is Luke is still Luke. Luke is still Jake Skywalker. Rey is still an undeveloped character, and an uninteresting hero. And what do you call it? Leia's won't be there. She's already dead. Maybe the ghost fights. Yeah. Well, see, there you go, because they ruined the Star Wars canon. That now that Force ghosts could use electricity, we might as well just have Force. Now, okay, I'm going to propose what I want to see, guys. So listen up. This is what I will go see. I will go see if they resurrect and bring back every single Jedi ever to exist in the Star Wars universe as a Force ghost. That's what Luke is there to do. Luke is going to go to the temple. He's going to do some magical ritual, and he's going to bring back every single last. Like, we're going to see Qui-Gon Jinn. We're going to see Obi-Wan Kenobi come back. We're going to see Master Windu, Yoda. Everyone's going to come back in this ghost brawl of the century. And because you know why he's going to do that? Because that's what Kylo Ren's going to do. He's going to go to the temple. He's going to say, I need to bring back evil Vader. I need to bring back the Emperor. I got to bring back Snoke. And we're going to have this epic ghost brawl of the century. Yeah, even the younglings. We'll bring in the younglings. We'll bring them in. Just everybody comes back to life in this epic ghost brawl of the century, where just like, you know how the sequence in the in Civil War where you saw them clashing at each other like that. Just have all the Force ghosts of the the good guys of the and the Force ghosts of the light side and the dark side of the Force just collide in epic lightsabers, lightning battles, something that we've never seen in the history of mankind. And that will be, I will go watch that movie, and you'll be, there you go. Everybody comes back and does something awesome. That would be so great. Even Jar Jar, bring his Force Ghost back. Just for the shits and giggles. But he was a Sith after all. Look, he's on the dark side. Yeah. Misa on the dark side? He just wakes up and he's there. He didn't even realize he was. No CGI. We'll do like they did with Ghostbusters. That's that style. I forgot what they did there. There was a specific style of ghost making they did for Indiana Jones, and the same guy who did Ghostbusters did Indiana Jones for the ghosts to make it look realistic. And I forgot the style it was, but I think we should go with that style of ghosts. No CGI. Just have them battle. Maybe put a little glow around them. That's about it. And have them battle. It'd just be sick. The final battle, because here's the motive for it. You hear that Kylo Ren just knows he's a pussy. He's like, he's too angry. He's too angry and stupid to give up. So he's gonna just resurrect. So he goes to some temple that he heard about to resurrect all the evil, epic Darth Sith lords, just to help him out. Grievous, General Grievous, everybody just comes back. And then And then so they heard about that. So Luke hears this because he's dead, and so he's the Force ghost, and he's sneaking around, just paying attention to his, you know what I mean? Like he was dropping into conversations on the dark side. He's like, I don't like what I hear about this. I gotta tell Rey, and we're gonna go to the temple, and we're gonna resurrect all our good guys. And that's why you see, Han Solo come back. You see, hey man, bring back the the Ewoks too. Just bring them back too. Everybody comes back in this ginormous, all out brawl. Oh man. See, I got myself worked up, and I know that's not going to happen. Now I can't go see this movie. Now I'm all depressed. Look what I did. I just depressed myself. Because I know that's not going to happen. All right, guys, let's make this happen. You want to get together and make this happen? Yeah, maybe Disney is listening. I doubt it. Even if they were listening, you think they want to do that? I don't know. It seems too fun for them to want to do. Let's see, like someone's got to do that. We got to have somebody out there that knows how to do CGI that we should just like Ivan Ortega. Can you do that? I don't know. Does anybody know Ivan Ortega? Can we get somebody out there that can make this a possibility? The epic brawl of the century, Force Ghost mano a mano, epic royal battle royale. The Rancor, bring the oh well, nobody knows it. Oh well, too bad. Oh well, guys, that's what I have to say about it. About both. But yeah, I would like to discuss a lot of stuff going forward. I'm going to try and do more of these, guys. Like I said, I'm actually finding myself enjoying this more than actually filming videos. I think that people, as a comedian, this is better for me because you get responses to when you do say something. People put LOL, that's implying laughter. Therefore I'm getting feedback. And when I get feedback, I get better. But then when I'm actually talking to a camera, I don't feel as comfortable as when I'm talking to people, because I'm as an entertainer, you need the feedback. And I think the more people that watch me, the better I'll get, just because I will feed off of people. And I will read everybody's comments. As you notice, a lot of people pick and choose, but I like to read as many as I can get, because it all helps me feed me and make me a better performer on this. And I'm a guy with a lot of opinion, man. And so I could sit here and talk for 5 hours if I had to, but I have things to do and dinner to prepare and things. So, but yeah, guys, and usually I don't do them at night because I'm a night worker. I work in the late afternoon to night. So that's why I usually do them during the day. Unfortunately, I like to do them more at night, but it conflicts with my schedule. But hopefully I'm changing my schedules around and things will change. Love your hecklers. I have hecklers? Where's my hecklers? Oh, yeah. I know what you're saying. Love your hecklers. Yes, I will love my hecklers. I'm not, you got to take the good with the bad. That's how it is. You can't leave. How dare you? Everything Star Wars says. All right, I'm not going anywhere. Jeez. I'll just stay right here forever. But actually, I do have to run, unfortunately. But you know what, guys? I swear to God, I'll try to do this. I'm going to try. I really want to do this as often as I possibly can. You've done well, Lord Shaney. No, I'm not Lord Doomcock. Not yet. I'm working on my helmet, though. Actually, somebody else wants to talk. Guys, somebody just walked in the door, and he wants to say hi. So before I say goodbye, I'm going to let you guys say hi to my friend. Hey, how you guys doing, huh? You talking Captain Marvel here? What's going on? I just walked in the door. Who's here? Who we got watching here? There's everything Star Wars. Hey, how you doing? Nancy Henrique. Hey, how are you? Guy Harrison. Hello. Yeah, no, I get all jazzed up. I never get onto these streams. I like to do them. Shaney, he never does. He never lets me on. Hey guys, how you doing? That's my Uncle Billy, in case you guys hadn't noticed. You had your time. Let me have mine, okay? Screen hog. So how you guys doing? Yes, I heard about all this Captain Marvel stuff, and as a guy who actually watched the movie, and regretted it. Yeah, I don't know about all that. I am very, very disappointed in this thing. I get angry more than he does. I'm very angry. You need to be more Billy. You need more Billy. See, listen to your fans. They don't want to see you. They want to see me. You got to retire. The Shaney Entertaining is all Billy now. It's Billy Entertaining. That's what it is. Yeah. Oh, me Shazam. Yeah, I want to see Shazam, but you know what? There's just so many movies out there coming out. There's Endgame, Hellboy. What else is coming out? There's a whole bunch that I really want to see. I got to pick and choose because my wallet only goes so far. Movies that aren't cheap anymore, so I got to pick and choose. And while I do like Shazam, I think I've heard some things about it being too childish and whatnot. So I want to hold off my money for other things. Unfortunately, I may not get a chance to see that one. Oh Billy all the time. See, hey, come on, Shaney, what the hell? Everybody likes me. You got to retire. Nobody likes you. I'm gonna start my own YouTube channel, guys. It's gonna be Billy does whatever. Billy B ba 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 ba. Yeah, guys. Yeah, I just came to see my nephew a little bit quick. It was a quick visit. I got to go out too. So I just want to say and pop in and say hello to you guys. And then I'm gonna amscray. But I have a video that I'm working on that's gonna be up this weekend. Hopefully you guys look at that one. It stars moi again. So I'll see you guys later. And just keep in mind you're watching a puppet show. Huh? You're grown ass men watching a puppet show. What the hell? Just kidding. All right, see you later, guys. I'm out of here. Later, Shaney. Whoa. All right, guys. I get offended. You guys like Billy better than me. I'm just kidding. Teach Billy about a VPN and torrents. Yeah. Billy needs to know about. He's too old. He's old school, man. But he's easy to get to. He doesn't have to pay. No one expects a puppet to pay, and so he gets in for free. He just walks into the theater. Nobody sees him. He's just so low. He hides in the popcorn bag, and he just pops out of the popcorn bag and watches the movie. But yeah, guys. Anyway, this time I really do have to go. And yes, you will be seeing this visage more often on these live streams because I'm really enjoying them. And as long as I keep enjoying them, I'll keep making them. And they're not hard. And I don't have to edit. Because honestly, editing is well, I love editing. It's fun. It's just such pain. No, I'm actually working on stuff, so I don't really have time. It's where you guys know already. All right, so I'll talk to you guys later, and remember to subscribe to everybody's channel. I don't everything loves Star Wars. Just check his channel out. Subscribe to my channel, guys. Also, I know Ben from Fanatics Films. Check out his videos as well. He's always amazing, and I love him. He's a great guy. Check out Opinions channel and subscribe to him, guys. And subscribe to Entertainment Hacker. And who else could I say out there? Death by Saber is another guy. Come on. Throw Toriel. No, she's not Toriel anymore. What's her channel now? I forget. Stormtrooper Babe, everybody. All my friends from here now. And I love you guys all. And thank you for watching. This is going on for too long. It's ending. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.